So we have to solve this system of equations. We've got, taking a look at just what these are, we got 9y squared and no x squared. That means that's a parabola. We have 9x squared minus 9y squared. Since it's minus, that means it's a hyperbola. So there might be a whole bunch of answers here because we've got a parabola, which is going sideways, and then a hyperbola, which could intersect this a couple of times. It might intersect, there might be 4 answers, depending on how the hyperbola intersects the parabola. So, it would actually be a sideways hyperbola. So, anyway, we don't have to graph them to get the answers. All we need to do is the algebra. So what you want to do is eliminate these as best as you can. So when you look at what they have in common, hopefully one of the variables will cancel out, all of them, like the x squared and the x, or the y squared and the y will cancel out. So when we're looking, we do have a 9y squared and a negative 9y squared, which works out great because those cancel. We also have a positive 18y and a negative 18y, which they also eliminate each other. So by doing elimination, those cancel, and we can combine like terms for the rest of it. We're just adding these equations together to eliminate all the y's. So 9y squared, 9x squared plus 25x plus 74x, that's 99x. Plus 34 and plus 30, or 56, that's 60, 90. Equals 0, and all the y's canceled out, so we can solve this. There's 9 that we can factor out from all of those terms, so factor out a 9. This is factorable. Multiply by 10, add to be 11, that's x plus 10, and x plus 1. So to get our solutions, you tee it up. X equals negative 10, x equals negative 1. So we have 2 answers for x. Plug those in either equation. I would plug it into the top one because that's easier. There's only one place to plug in x for the top equation. So when you plug in negative 10, we get 9y squared plus 25 times negative 10 plus 18y plus 34 equals 0. And I'll plug in negative 1 also to that same equation. We'll work that out later. So we have 2 equations that we need to solve to get the y values that go with the x values. So we have 9y squared. 25 times negative 10 is negative 250. So that's 9y squared plus 18y. Negative 250 plus 34 is negative. And then we're going to try to solve that by factoring also. We'll take out a 9. y squared plus 2y minus finish factoring. That's y plus 6, y minus 4. Tee it up, you get y equals negative 6 and y equals positive 4. So those y values go with the x value of negative 10. So we got the point negative 10 comma negative 6 and negative 10 comma 4. 2 points. What's that? Half. Do the same thing with the other half when you plugged in the negative 1 for x. Work it out. We get 9y squared minus 25 plus 18y plus 34. There's a 9 in common that we can factor out. Factor it. That's y plus 1, y plus 1. Tee it up. Y equals negative 1 and y equals negative 1. So there's only 1 point that we get here because when x was negative 1, we get negative 1 and that's the only y value. So negative 1 comma negative 1. So there's 3 points of intersection. Negative 1, negative 1, negative 10, 4, and negative 10, 6.